Hey everybody, welcome to another mini video walkthrough. This is of Uncharted Drake's Fortune, and I want to just try to show you how best to do the last chapter in the game on Brutal, which is chapter 22, Showdown. It's a very frustrating chapter because at the very end, right before you get to the final room, you are forced to go to a quick time event. And as you exit the quick time event, you're essentially killed immediately. The reason is because you can't move him for about a second after the quick time event, and during that second, armed guards are shooting at you from multiple locations, and they often just insta-kill you. Now, this is something that's been an issue with the Drake's Fortune on Brutal for the entire game. There are multiple little areas where you are going to be killed. It's rather unfair, but it's hardly really going to be that big a deal because you just simply reload the checkpoint, and then you have another shot, and you're going to move on. It'll be fine. This is like the only situation in the game where, aside from the driving level, where you're on the Jeep in chapter, I think, 7, this is the only situation where you literally have no chance again and again and again because the checkpoint is before the quick time event. And so it's a pretty poorly placed checkpoint, which means that you're always going to that RNG factory where, honestly, the chances normally is like maybe, I would say, only 1 out of 10 to 15 times you're going to actually make it through into the room, into cover, to have a chance of finding these guys. And then you get killed. So there's a way to get around this, and there's a way to really increase the chances of making it into the room, and then there's also a way to kind of optimally place yourself in the room so you can finish the room, hopefully with almost 100% success, because it's so difficult just to get into that position. You don't want to obviously die once you get in there. So let's start. We're going to begin and go into chapter 22. As you can see, this is a Showdown on Brutal here. We're going to start the chapter, and then we're going to get into the game. The first section is not too bad. You're just basically getting rid of this room, and I'm going to get behind this box here. And we're going to wait. Usually the guy on the right tends to rush you quite quickly, and when he does, you should be able to get him with a shotgun blind fire right here. Now, if you're lucky, the other guy will run toward our left, and he should start running soon. If he doesn't, we're in a little bit of trouble. Here he goes. So he took a little bit longer than I wanted to, and of course you can see that your cover is destructible. Okay, so now there's only one guy. Now this guy, for some reason, never rushes you. I don't know why. He just doesn't do it. He doesn't like to. So you can really take your time. Okay. That was a little bit stupid. It took way too many shotgun shells to kill him. You should be able to get him in 2. But killing this guy with 2 shotgun shells means that he has to be kind of out of cover for you to blast him. So more of your shells hit him, right? More of your spread hit him, and he can kill you in like literally 1 second with his M4. 2 bullets from the M4 will kill you. So in a sense, you do kind of want to take your time, and because like when you're doing this, he could just kill you. So whatever. 10 shells is really, really good for the shotgun. It all depends on whether you want to bring the shotgun or not into that final room. And there are, pros and cons to all of that. I tend to bring the M4 now with my new strategy. But there are reasons to bring the shotgun as well. So you have a shotgun here, don't touch that, and you have a shotgun over here, and you have M4s. When you switch to a new weapon, you get a full clip. So never pick up ammo from an existing weapon if you can avoid it. So for instance, you can see I'm not picking up here because if I really run out of ammo, I'm going to pick up the shotgun first right over here, and then I'm going to pick up the M4 right over here. Okay, so we have our M4 clip. There'll be 2 bullets. Here's the next room. So despite what you're hearing, that's Navarro. Navarro's hiding off in that direction. So as long as all of our action for this second room is going to be in this area, and as long as you don't take cover behind any of these boxes, Navarro himself won't even spawn, which is something that's nice to have, but also important to remember when you finish this room. Okay, so how do you spawn the soldiers? You have to jump out the box, they'll spawn, and then get back in cover. And again, from this area, they literally can't do anything to you. They can't shoot, they can't rush. They don't really even go across here that often. So you just angle around, and then you just do headshots. I mean, that's what I would suggest. And again, there's no reason to be in a hurry. You can just take your time. So the first guy's gone, and the second guy's going to be behind a crate. And from that crate, for whatever reason, he can't actually hit you. Like, he can shoot all he wants. He can't actually hit you. It's one of those situations where it just really works in your favor. So you can take your time, line up your shots, and you can kill this guy. Now, when you kill this second guy behind the crate, you are going to spawn 3 guys who's going to bum rush you here, and they're going to shoot as they run. If you're on this crate when they come around the corner, you'll die immediately on Brutal, right? So once you kill him, just jump off the crate and let everybody kind of reset their positions so that you can take him out one by one. So he's dead, and just jump off the crate. You can see all these guys running right here, right? So let's just take out this guy the same way as before. Remember that the wall, because of the way the angles are, the wall can actually affect you as well. So we did knock off the helmet, and then here we go again. I'm going to move out a little bit just because I don't want the wall to soak up a bullet. So you can see, just taking your time, there's nothing to this. And then for some reason, this other guy took up the same position as the guy who I originally killed. So it's exactly the same. 1 bullet to knock off the helmet, and then another bullet to kill him. Okay, so at this point, there's one more around the corner. Same thing, just take your time. There's just literally no need to hurry here. We knocked out the helmet, let him reset, and then just headshot him if you can. Okay, so he's headshotted. Don't get too excited, drop off the crate. And then there's one more guy around the corner. You can use your camera to see him right here. By the way, you can see that Navarro still hasn't come out of cover and done his shots yet, right? Again, as long as you don't take cover behind the box, he won't do that. No hurry. Right? 1 shot, helmet off. This second shot should just be a headshot to kill him. Missed him. Okay, so he's dead. So at this point, it's important to go back here and then just pick up this shotgun, all right? Because there's a chance that this shotgun could disappear just because of game mechanics. Okay, so now we have a shotgun with an M4. Navarro is still hiding in his little cubbyhole, and you have some time to do some thinking. There's one more area to go. It's the hardest area, and you have a decision to make. You can go in that area with either a shotgun or with an M4. And because of the way I manipulated the first part, you have very good ammo. I mean, you either walk in there with 11 shotgun shells, or you're going to walk in with a clippable out, probably anywhere from 65 to 75 M4 bullets. Now, the advantage of the shotgun shell is that if you go in there, if you want to do the old way, and you hide behind destructible cover, you can blind fire kill pretty much all of the guards. And then another advantage with the shotgun shell is, with the shotgun, is that there is M4 rifles in the final area, which means that switching from a depleted shotgun into an M4 rifle gives you a fresh clip of like 30 to 34 M4 bullets, which is more than enough to finish that area. Another thing is that if you decide to hide behind the crate in this area I showed you, rather than meleeing the guard, which requires a little bit of risk, you can just blind fire shotgun him to death, which removes the risk. At that range, 1 shell will kill the Russian guard. The advantage of the M4 is, of course, if you pick up all of the M4 ammo in this area, you're going to have more than enough ammo to take care of the last area, and also the M4, of course, gives you way more precision. I showed you the precision in the second area where I just basically killed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I killed like 6 guards, I think, with only, maybe 18 bullets. So just for my strategy, the way I do it now, I just prefer, doing it with the M4. So I pick up a fresh M4 right over here, and as you can see, if I pick up a fresh M4, it'll give me, a 30 clip, and then I will pick up ammo from here. Okay. Now, word to the wise. Remember, Navarro is still behind that cover, and if you approach him, he is going to shoot you. So stay behind cover here, and stimulate him to get out first. Okay, and then you won't have to deal with him shooting at you. So just move around and pick up all of the ammo that you can. Anything above 60, honestly, is more than enough. We're up to 63. There's one more right over here. So 65 shots is more than enough to do what's needed. And so here we come to this area here. This is the quick time event that you get shot immediately. Now, one of the YouTube videos that I saw, only one, and unfortunately I don't remember the guy's name, so I can't give him credit, discovered that if you bunny jump through this area, for some reason it changes the game's code a little bit, and it just delays them just a split second, but that's all you need to get into cover. And there's a lot of voodoo, like where you can try to aim and then roll. There's all this voodoo, but this is the one bit of voodoo that works. And trust me, I tested this extensively. If you don't bunny hop, you'll get killed like literally, I think 9 or 10 out of 11 times. It's very, very high rate of death. But if you bunny hop, it raises it to I think over 50% that you'll make it. So jump, and then do the best you can, quick time, and then just cover, run. Right? That'll get you there. So from this cover, you don't want to be here. These boxes are destructible. Try to get back into the cover over there. Okay, so it takes a little bit of luck because when you roll, you're always going to get stuck on this stupid crate right here. And if you're just in the wrong moment, they will kill you. But you can either roll or you can get away from cover. But get to this spot here. This is a spot a lot of people miss because the quick time event kind of pushes you toward taking refuge right over here. And so you don't really think about looking back because obviously your concentration is on Navarro and all of his goons, right? But this is actually not a very good place to cover behind because if you do that, you almost are, I think, almost obligated to take a shotgun with you because you have to blind fire from here. And you can see that this cover is not permanent, and over the course of the gunfight, he's going to destroy these boxes. So it puts you at a time pressure, and if these boxes are gone, you're going to probably die. Right over here, you have all the time in the world to do what you need to do, and you can kind of think it over. So here we go, let's use our M4, and be very careful with this guy. He can kill you in one burst, okay? So just kind of, conserve your ammo. When is he gonna reload? Look at how many bullets he took. It's just a little bit ridiculous if you think about it. Okay, he's dead. So once you kill the first guy, there's going to be a second guy who's going to rush you. And the best thing to do is to hide behind the crate so he doesn't get you with a lucky flurry. Wait for him to come around the box and then just punch him to death. That should put you away from the line of fire of Navarro. Right here. Ooh. Okay, so this is a risk-free way of killing the second guard, right? So again, you're behind the cover because sometimes, as you know, these guards shoot as they rush. And if you just happen to be doing this business right here, he may just kill you because you're out of cover. So you kind of want to be, look at this, like you're in cover and then we're trying to shoot your whole body out of cover. So the best thing to do is to get in cover, move yourself over here to the left so that you can actually see. If you do this, sometimes the camera will force perspective. You can't see, it's not as optimal. So turn so that Drake's head is looking off toward this direction, toward your left. And then as he runs around the corner, you don't want to prematurely, blind fire him. Just wait for him to come around the corner and then press the square and you'll immediately start punching and you're going to get him, okay? So that's a very safe way to do it. So now you're going to be timing Navarro's shot. Remember, he shoots 3 shots in the air as warning, then he delays for a second while he's lining you up, and then he'll deliver the kill shot with the final 4th shot. So you want to attack in between those sequences. So right after the last shot is we have some time. Okay, you have some time. time. Okay, I think he's dead. So once he's dead, yeah, there it goes. The grenade launcher guy's gonna come. So he's a little bit trickier, right? Usually one grenade blast, direct shot will kill you, and of course Navarro's kill shot will kill you. So you're gonna time it a little bit. You know, you want to time it so that the grenade shot is pretty close in timing to Navarro's kill shot, and that will give you a few seconds to take care of again the grenade guy. And so part of the reason I like the M4 is that it gives you a little bit more precision in aiming versus the shotgun. So usually one little window, you should be enough to kill the grenade guy. Okay, be aware that if you try to aim, you'll put your body into the blast radius of the grenade, and that will hurt you a little bit. So I'm going to be quiet now and just kind of listen with me to see how I timed when I'm going to come out of cover to take out the grenade launcher on the balcony. Okay, one more should do it. Just timing it. Get in a little bit wet, I don't want to get injured here. So that took a little bit longer, but again, you're in cover here. They can't hurt you, so there's literally no reason to hurry, right? Like, you know, 2 flurries, whatever it takes. I usually like to time this so again, when the grenade gets shot and I hear Navarro's last shot, it gives you, again, the seconds you need to come back up and just take care of it. So that's it, guys. This I find to be essentially a foolproof way of doing the last room. You still need a little bit of luck, but it makes it so much less frustrating. So obviously from here, it's you know, a quick time event. So I did this, you know, with my you know, M4.
Now what?
So you know, you all know how to do this part. It's very, very simple. Okay, just punch him. And then you're done with the game. I'm brutal. So I hope that kind of helped. But the little tiny like bunny hop is really important to take care of business. Okay. So there you have it. End of the game. I have like another little clip where I did it with a shotgun, and it kind of also shows you, you know, how you would modify a strategy to do that. But it's basically the same thing. The key here is entering the room with ammo properly managed. So you want to get in there with, you know, if you want to do shotgun shells, you want to get there with at least 8 or 9 shells, which means you have to do the first room appropriately well. You know, if you restart that first room if you spend too many shells killing the guys. Important thing is just trying to kill the 2 guys while they're rushing you, because that, you know, since they're right in the open coming at you, you don't have to use as many shotgun shells to kill them. Or if you want to use the M4, then clearing the second room with a ton of guards. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have to kill those 6 guys, you know, hopefully with less than half a clip of M4, and I showed you how to do that. Just headshot them, take your time. So you want to do that if you want to basically use the M4. And so get into the final room with the right, you know, with whatever weapon you choose, but with good ammo, right? So you can take out the last few guys in that room, and then doing a little bunny hop, doing a little hop, and hopping all the way through, and that will oftentimes buy you enough time to get into cover behind the destructible crates. Some people in some YouTube videos try to shortcut it, and they try to get back into that little space directly. But the problem there is you have to like switch direction, you have to move and you get killed a lot more often there. Okay, I've done that both ways, but I find it's just a little bit more consistent to first just get into cover behind the crates. You might get shot, once, so you'll be in gray zone there. Wait for your health to regenerate, and then just kind of time the shots back there, and then you rush back into cover. That way, I think it's a bit more consistent for keep yourself safe. And then once you're in that little tiny area, you can just take all the time you want with the ammo you want to just clear it, and you shouldn't be killed at all. I mean, you have all the time in the world. Navarro can't get at you. It's a really, really nice safe spot. So yeah, that's it. I did Chapter 22 Showdown without the benefit of these strategies, and it was very frustrating. I was dying. I had to die I think anywhere from 15, 16 times just to get into the room, and then behind cover, I had to use the shotgun to blind fire kill the guys, then switch cover, grab the M34, the M4, and then kill the grenade guy. Basically in vulnerable cover. It's still doable. I mean, if you're good, it's easily doable, but my way is just way more consistent. And it's one of these things where, of course, great skill will get you through this. And the majority of the YouTube videos detailing how to beat Chapter 22 on Brutal is using a combination of skill and luck to get through. But I've always been more, attracted to videos that kind of show you how to do this and not be reliant as much on those types of things, giving the tactics of the situation to try to beat the game that way. Okay, so I hope you found this particular little walkthrough useful. That's really all I'm going to do for Uncharted Drake's Fortune Brutal. There's some fantastic YouTube videos on Brutal out there. Mike Betancourt, one of them, Seraphim, another one, Chris Seraphim. 17. There's a couple of amazing YouTube videos going through Brutal, so I don't feel the need to add to that. It's an older game, but I think that Chapter 22 I wanted to put together just because there wasn't really one that really put everything together, and I think the most important is that little jumping technique, and that was only mentioned in passing in just that one video, and it's really critical to get you through to that final room. All right, until next time, do take care.